In this section, we are going to be looking at how to come up with a good write-up for the introduction. The introduction is the first part of the essay writing, which is your task 2 for the IELTS writing module. First impression matters a great deal. For the examiner of the IELTS exam, your introduction is the first part of the essay which they are going to be reading. So it is important that from this very beginning you create a very good impression so that your examiner will know that you are in for the business. So for the introduction, there are about 3 major elements that you must capture in the writing of your introduction. It may not be in a particular order, but it has to be captured in the introduction. And you should remember that the introduction of the IELTS essay writing is usually 1 paragraph. It is important that you structure all your information in just a single paragraph. And it shouldn't be more than 5 to 7 sentences that should actually make up the introduction. Therefore, what are the 3 major elements that should form the introduction of your IELTS essay writing? The first one is generalization, all right, or what you would call a general statement. A general statement. A general statement is simply making a statement or writing a statement that might not directly address the topic of discussion. Again, the general statement or generalization could actually be a quote from a very popular person, but remember, the general statement should be relevant to the topic of discourse. Though not directly, but it should connect to what you are about to talk about. The second major element that make up the introduction is to paraphrase, or to restate the topic question of your essay. So you paraphrase it. Why do you paraphrase? When you paraphrase, you give your examiner the impression that you understand the topic, because that is very important for the examiner. Overall, you are actually going to be marked for content, that is for your ability to answer the question. So one of the things you do at the introduction is to let your examiner know that, hey, I understand the question. And to do that, you rephrase or you restate the topic question in your understanding, but you must ensure that the meaning is the same. Okay, so that is actually paraphrase, restating the topic question in your own language. Then the third major element that should make up the introduction is taking a stand or a position. And you should remember too at this junction that there could be some essay that will ask you to write if you agree or disagree. Such essay demands that you take a position. Like if you agree, you are going to state it clearly that you agree. If you disagree, you disagree. You're just going to make it as clear as possible. However, there are some essays that actually ask you to write on opinions, write on benefit, write on disadvantages or advantages or views, as the case may be. If the question is that kind of essay that emphasize you talking about maybe 2 views and giving your own view, in this section of the introduction, you are just going to let the examiner know that you are going to talk about view A, view B.